Hello, and welcome back to more Project Singularity, where I'm probably going to end up doing bees again, so that's what I've put in the title. I've done quite a lot of maths to figure out what kind of production we're going to get, but yeah, it's still going to need to do a lot of breeding probably. I've heard 3 say that he does have a way of getting blinding bees. And Aspect also... Why have I got mining fatigue? Is there a mob nearby that's giving me mining fatigue? Or have we accidentally enabled thingy again? Have we enabled pollution again by accident? Why do I have mining fatigue? Hello? Yeah, I think Aspect hasn't made the thing yet. Is it you that's giving me mining fatigue? No. Very confused as to why I have permanent mining fatigue, but that's fine. Yeah, one thing I want to show is the witch farm, which I think is now fully operational. It's got the cursed earth and everything. And it's getting us a lot of resources. Getting all this just from bees. Not from bees, from witches. The bees aren't that good yet. I'll give it time. And then here we have steel dust, iron dust, gold dust, and diamond dust. Which I think... Can we burn diamond dust to make LV energy? Doesn't look like it. But we can electrolyze it to get carbon dust. Can we then use carbon dust to make LV? Does not look like it. You can boil diamond dust to produce steam. Yeah, I was thinking about a way to get it automatically just straight to power though. Ah, I had mining fatigue because I was holding the claymore. That makes sense, but I didn't notice that before. Okay, I don't know what this is. Is this for... Yeah, I don't know what that is. Also, why has our steam separator been harvested for blocks? Has something exploded here? It looks more like someone's mined them. Aspect did that. Oh. Why? Okay, so in terms of bees, what we're potentially looking at is the Machinist bee, which is a 1% chance from Industrious and Imperial, so I think I'm finally going to use the soul frame that I found at one point, because that'll at least give me a slightly higher mutation rate. Don't know if it's worth me opening these. It might be worth me opening those now. He wanted to upgrade to steel but got sidetracked. That makes sense. Oh, it's just turned night. Let's sleep. Are you ready to see me get this 1% chance on the first go? Why are all my Imperials so weird? Oh, has my Industrious Princess died? That'll be very sad if so. I'll need to make another. I think I've got all of my princesses that are pristine in here. Yeah, I can convert unusual. Right, we do not need the soul frame. I could just set this up for 5 minutes with an automatic thing, but I do not want to lose it. Do we want to make a... whatchamacallit? World accelerator. I think it's right there actually. Basic world accelerator. I think it may be worth making that now. I mean, it was worth making it right at the start of LV, but I feel like it's definitely worth it now. The problem is we're going to need 3 full generators to actually run the thing. So we're missing 1 piston, which means we're missing these. Can I... That's an MV recipe. Fluid solidifier could do. That only uses 1 ingot as opposed to 3 ingots. Maybe worth doing that. Although the fluid extractor is MV, so I'm not actually going to be able to melt it. So I think we just have to continue making gears manually for now. We're out of wire cutters. Why? We're always out of some kind of tool. Right, wire cutters are quite awful to make, I seem to remember, as well. So it's 3 plates, 2 rods, and a screw in the middle. Wait, how was that? Yeah, the rods were at the bottom. Let's make 3. And then it's hammer, file, screwdriver. File and screwdriver. Oh, why? These are supposed to have cobblestone in them. So that you can just shift click in. I've just then done the exact opposite of that there. Do we have 10 rotors anywhere? I feel like we did have some, but I guess not. First, I'm gonna need a lot of motors, right? How many motors do we have? And is there a better way to make them now? Well, there's the Machinist, which I'm going for, but to get there, it's a bit harder. I think this is the same as just crafting it. 4 copper wire, 2 tin cable, and then 3 rods. Yeah, that's the exact same. Right, what am I out? Okay, we are out magnetic iron. I need to go put that through the machine. Unless there's some already there. I think we can just process that straight into it. Yeah, it's the polarizer. Let's just do a full stack. There's some tin rotors. We don't have any entrance space though. I guess we should probably be using the lathe as well. Yeah, let's try and empty some of this. I do not need the file on me. I do also need to go grab an unbreakable hammer at some point from spawn, but I've just not done enough mining to have remembered it. And a magnet. That's just reminded me. Okay, we can grab some of that next. And where are iron ingots? Because I'm probably going to go turn a stack of that into iron rods as well. Cobblestone rods? I didn't know you could even get them. Okay, can we now make some more motors? We can make one more motor. What are we now missing? Just normal iron rods. Okay, that makes sense. In the meantime, what else can we make from this? We need an LV machine hull, which needs a machine casing. We will need a conveyor module, or do we already have that? We do not have that. We need another robot arm, which I can do. Oh, we need 2 robot arms, never mind. Which needs another electric pump, which needs a small steel gear. Let's make a stack of them. Or just 4, what was that that broke? Was that a hammer? Yeah. It's all come down to motors, which is what we're trying to automate, to be fair. So we will get there. Am I becoming rich yet? I'm getting there. The problem is other people are richer and now able to use their riches to make bees easier. Man, this is slow, this lathe. That's only another 3 motors, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's enough. Oh, that's another 5 motors, never mind. Maybe that is enough. Okay, got a basic world accelerator. Now the issue is I need to fuel that with 3 amps of energy, which is gonna take quite a lot of combustion generators. Pretty sure it's combustion we're using. Yeah, combustion generators. It would be good to get a backlog in a battery for this, but I don't know how feasible that's going to be. We might just have to turn it on and off when we're using it. Oh hey Aspect, how are you doing? Wait, why does it need to be these steel gears? I guess that's fine. Why does that keep going back into my inventory? I thought world accelerator for an apiary needed 6 amps because it's tile entity. Oh, you're right, it does. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to need some power storage. But that means we can maybe get away with 1 generator. Got the machine hull. Does time wood not work? I don't think so because it's not random ticks. Once again, it's motors that are our issue. Let's need 2 of these. And then I think we're just 1 motor away from making 1 of these. Yeah. For the most part, using batteries as a buffer isn't that great. They run out fast. Make as many generators as you need amps. That's also going to be difficult because we need 6 generators for that. Is there batteries that come in full blocks? This has a capacity of 2,112 EU. Let's check how long that is. So that's 66 seconds, I think, at LV. Or 66 ticks, actually. So it uses 6 amps. Yeah, I think that's 11 ticks. Yeah, we need to store a lot more EU. So for a B cycle, I think with one world accelerator, it's going to go down to just under 15 seconds. So if we can work out what we need for 15 seconds, that's how much EU we need to store. So 15 seconds multiplied by our 32 EU multiplied by 6 amps. That's 2,880 EU that we need. Per tick? Surely not. Have you considered using light fuel or LPG for power? It's not much effort and gives a bunch of power. And we're using refined bees at the moment to get diesel in LV, which is better than what we should be getting. If I'm right, it's 57,600 EU we need per cycle. Which I think is doable. I think we might have a battery with that. We've got a battery with 50,000, so if we could charge that up. I'm going to need 32 combustion gens at minimum to finish LV before we go to MV. Yeah, that's like eventually. This is to get us to that point. So battery buffers, what do they do? Do you input batteries into these and they... Each battery only provides 1 amp in battery buffer. You would need 6 batteries. Yeah, that's going to be painful. I'm thinking maybe these sodium batteries then. How long do they take to charge up if it's 32 U per tick? I think 7 to 8 seconds it would take to charge those. We've got 5. If we just have a constant stream of batteries getting charged, we might be able to make this work. As long as I can charge the battery directly in there, I'm pretty sure I can, right? Let's check the one that's placed already. No, it does not look like I can. Each battery supplies 1 amp, so if you have more batteries than what your wires can handle, they burn. You can charge from a machine though, okay. But if it only outputs 1 amp, then I'm going to need 6 anyway. Did you have bees that can make oil too? I want to set up polyethylene tonight. The bees that make refined fuel make oil as well. It's the exact same bee. Here's my lunchbox. So we should have a lot of oily combs somewhere. We've got a lot in here, I know. And there's probably more elsewhere. Okay, I think we might just have to go with the 6 combustion generators, which is sad, but we can make it work. Whether this is quicker than just going for the thing that makes motors is another question though. Because eventually this is what we want to get to. There's no advantage to using that, is there? We're just gonna have to do this manually for now. So we need 6, so we need another 10 of these. And it's gonna break on the last one. Do we have another wrench? We do. Need another 5 of these, and we don't have the raw iron for it, but we can make that in the blast furnace now, right? Or we maybe have some plates that I can turn into those. No, we don't. Seems to only be there. That's the arc furnace we need. Do we have that? Use the file for iron rods. We have lots of iron. The speed is better. Okay, okay. Yeah, as for rods though, or for raw iron, do we have an arc furnace? We would need oxygen for that anyway, so I'm assuming not. Are we still just doing this with the nuggets? Surely we're not still just doing this with nuggets. Could XP craft it. Do we just have to make the nuggets? Please tell me no. This cannot be the case. There has to be some other way of getting raw iron. Can I use small piles of iron dust somehow? Yeah, that and an arc furnace, but we don't have an arc furnace yet. Can get enough oxygen to run it by centrifusing limonite. I'm not meant to be doing all this tech stuff. I'm meant to be just making bees the whole time. This is not my wheelhouse. This is not what Hecuba and I agreed upon. Yeah, I think we're gonna go breed bees. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, tough bricks. How will I feel in lieu of? Well, I'll still be breeding bees, so I'll be fine. My purpose on the server is just to breed bees. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm actually going to need more than just one princess here, so let's make another one in here. Make an imperial one. Just put our spectrals away somewhere. In here is fine, I guess. As long as I don't lose that. Okay, that's almost stacking. Is there any difference between all these different industrious ones? Don't want to scan them because then they won't stack together, but... Or imperial, should I say. They mostly seem the same. That's the weird part. It's just strange that they've not bred out this weird, like, different breeds that they're getting. Strange that they're not just becoming homogenous. Same with the lead ones, actually. Like, why are they making such weird breeds? I don't have anywhere for endercombs yet, do I? No. I need to get more barrels. Do I have barrels in my backpacks? I do not. Are they upstairs? They probably are upstairs because you can make them the assembler now. Yes. Oh man, I was quick. I thought these would be done by now for sure. I guess it was night actually when I went down, so they probably only started when I came upstairs. Guess you're still not quite purebred yet. You are not. Yeah, you are. It's just okay. So we've got an Imperial Princess. We've got some Industrious drones. Let's give this a try. With a 1% chance, we're going to be here a while potentially, but hopefully it goes well. I think we're getting pure Industrious at least. I will also need my Bealizer, which is here. And let's get some honey out for that as well. Okay, Industrious Imperial. Imperial Industrious. Industrious Imperial. Industrious Imperial. And Industrious Imperial. I think we've lost the 4x fertility, which is a shame. But that's fine for now, I guess. There isn't any additional needs for this, is there? Oh, needs a running GT machine below to breed. There is. Okay, what GT machine do we want to run then? Maybe that combustion generator wasn't a flaw. Tell you what, we need a lathe. Let's take this. Yeah, we'll probably need the wrench as well. A world accelerator should count. The problem is if it's only getting 1 amp, it's not going to actually accelerate much. Although, what happens if it doesn't get enough power? Does it just accelerate 1/6 of the time, or does it not accelerate at all? Because it's like a per tick thing, right? It just accelerates and shuts down. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to use another machine. And I'm thinking I'm just going to grab this lathe. Let's need a bunch of fuel. Should be able to fill this with fuel. Let's get rid of these. Don't need them. And I'm also going to need wire cutters maybe. And something to put in to the lathe, which will be iron probably, if I can find it. Do we have iron in here? Yeah, there we go. So we're going to have the basic combustion generator, let's say here. That's going to output to here. Basic lathe here. Iron goes in U. And let's just dolly this up. Oh, we can't dolly it, never mind. Okay, and now we can get started. Okay, so we've got 4-4 Imperial, that's good. Industrious Imperial, Industrious Imperial. If I can keep the 4-4, that would be nice, so I might keep that running just now. Put our normal Imperial drones in there because we do not need them for now. Okay, pure Imperial. Pure Imperial on the Princess. Industrious Imperial there, and pure Imperial. They do not stack. Well, they're both pure Imperial. This is doing good on fuel. That's going to last quite a while. Okay, Imperial Industrious, 4-4. Pure Imperial. Pure Imperial. Imperial Industrious 4-4. That's our breeding set, I think. I could use the Escrotar, but I think that only gives like a 0.5% increase to this, which would not be worth it. Industrious Imperial, Imperial Imperial, Imperial Industrious, Industrious Industrious. and Industrious Imperial. Okay. So you and you. And then you two are pure Imperial or pure Industrious, I guess. Let's put our Industrious Princess back in here. Okay, back to pure Industrious. That's a mix. That's a mix. Pure Industrious. And that's a mix. I'm hoping that counts as being able to get that breed, by the way. Doesn't state what counts as a GT machine, but surely a lathe does. Okay, another Imperial Industrious, an Industrious Imperial, and an Imperial Industrious. Is there anything worthwhile on this second page? I don't think so. These are all hybrids. Can someone give me an overview of how bees work and what the goal is? Ooh, it's difficult. Bees can produce lots of resources. So like this Imperial one, you see it produces dripping combs and royal jelly, which you can then use in different things. Like you can get honey out of it, you can create things, and like eventually you can get ones that do a lot more. The problem is that breeding them is quite a luck-based thing. I'm gonna get rid of these because I don't actually need... No, I'll keep the ones that are Industrious because they'll be 4x fertility without impacting the others. Yeah, each time you breed a bee, there's a small chance that like this Imperial one will breed with Industrious and create a new offshoot. So that's what we're going for here. Not bubbles, trash can. So yeah, this one only breeds if there's a running GregTech machine below it, so that's why we've got this here. The bee that we're trying to go for is called a Machinist Queen. That produces a Machinist comb that we can then centrifuge to get all this different stuff. And there's a 5% chance of getting the lump of electronics, which gives you a 25% chance of getting each of these. And if we can get electric motors automated this way, that would be very nice. The problem is it's a 1% chance, so it's going to take a while to get. It may be worth trying to breed Industrious into a 4x fertility one. But eventually I'll be using other bees to get like a full breeding stock, so I think gold at the moment is my best set. Okay, Imperial Industrious, Imperial Industrious, Industrious Industrious, and Imperial Imperial. I think at this point we're just getting the same again and again. We don't need the Imperial though. We have enough of those in here that are all different breeds. And probably more getting generated in here that are going to be different breeds as well for some reason. Okay, full Imperial. Full Imperial. Industrious Imperial and Industrious Industrious. So let's go you and you. Oh, you're of course different. I wonder if you're the same as any of these actually. You're not. Interesting. Let's get rid of all the ones we've got one of in here. Okay, Industrious Imperial, Imperial Industrious, and Industrious Imperial. So let's go with these two. I think getting an extra soul frame would help, but I guess we could try and open our bee bags maybe. Let's maybe do that. Or we didn't have that running either. Yeah, bee bags, bee bags, bee bags. Could enchant these, but I don't think we should bother. Okay, so we did not get lucky with our bee bags, sadly. I probably have more bee bags I can claim though, come to think of it. Yeah, quite a few. I think there's also quite a few that I've got but not held in my inventory yet, potentially. Okay, yeah, that's probably the best I've got for now. Okay, a lot of frames. Rain shield and some water hives. Let's get some of these frames out of here. Okay, we've almost got a full apiarist set. That's kind of exciting. I think the combs and honey can go through here. And apple pie I can just eat or add to my my lunchbox. Yeah, I thought we maybe had enough for the full suit, because I thought we had a chest piece somewhere. Could be mistaken though. No, looks like it's the one that we've not got. Yeah, let's just place these down. I don't need to keep them for anything. And then if I get my scoop out, nope, it's here. Still surviving somehow, my scoop. Oh, I do not need. Oh, no one needs, to be honest. We've got loads of them, so. Okay, pure industrious, industrious imperial, imperial industrious, and imperial imperial. Reading these two, it looks like. And let's just check you're still producing. You are, but I need more. More iron. Our iron is getting put here now. I need to remember that. Oh, is it just swapped breeds there? Yeah, Imperial Industrious and Industrious Imperial. Does this stack with the... Yeah, it does. I think I actually want Imperial Industrious, though, for this one. Yeah, is there any other mutation aids I can get? I don't think yet, other than all the different frames. Yeah, we want something that increases the mutation rate, doesn't decrease it. Looks like most of these are just a 1x. Other than the metabolic frame, which is not easy to get, it looks like. Yeah, I think soul frames are the only one. And I'm not at the stage where I can make those yet. Okay, pure Imperial, pure Industrious, Industrious Imperial. They stack at least. Is it worth using the escritoire with them? I think it's going to be awful to do that. I do have a lot of bees that I could burn now though. I suppose there's no harm. Industrious Imperial. Chance of me getting anything from this is very low, but it's possible. Ancient Ganymede. Okay, valuable up top. Sandwich there. Dante there. Turquoise. Turquoise Dante. Was turquoise not up here? No, that's Dante. Turquoise is here. Okay, platinum. Unstable. Clay. Platinum. So unstable clay. Ignis up top. So what we're now doing is playing a mini game where I can get notes to increase my chance of getting a mutation by matching. It's a memory game basically, but you can examine them with this. Cryptum, Cryotheum, Peat. Peat and Peat, that was... Ooh, I'm lucky there. Okay, iron, iron... Rural, marshy fertilizer. Okay, Meadows and Miranda. I think that was Meadows there. Imperial Modest, come on. T-Seti and Turquoise. Earth and Earth. So T-Seti, Turquoise, Aluminum. Aluminum. Turquoise, soul. Thaumonite, Vasby, Fertilizer. Oh, I messed up already. I'm also going to need more drones. Metals are easy to burn. Okay, that one was easy. Chaos at the bottom. Chaos here, Cuprum there. Hey, that's the one we're after. So if it could just give us that. Industrious Imperial, there we go. That is the one we were after. Now let's swap you for you. And then try that again. Okay, Naga River, Essence, Rocky, Clay. Naga River, Essence, Rocky. Naga, Essence, Clay. Blooming Oberon, Quantum, Oberon. Coolant there, and Centauri there. That's Centauri, that's Coolant. Hey, we got the other side as well. Or can you only get one, I guess? I guess we can maybe only get one, but that's fine. Okay, let's give this another go with our slightly higher chance. Let's just double check there wasn't another soul frame that Hecuba got or something. The chance of that would be very low, but worth checking. No, nothing showing up. And none of those have any impact on mutation. Industrious Imperial, Industrious Imperial, Imperial Industrious. Okay, let's see what stacks. Let's make a bit of a gap between the Imperial ones here and the Industrious ones here, just so that we know what's going on. How's our fuel doing? Oh, we're using so little fuel. Oh, we got Machinist there. No way. It's going to be like a half-breed, but if we can somehow keep it. Yeah, Machinist Imperial. Flower type fire. Okay, that's different. I wonder if I keep this for now, because I'm going to need more than just that. Or do I just go for it? No, I would want this to be at least industrious, so that so there's a higher chance. So yeah, we've got one of the 1% chances, but in order to get a full princess, we're going to need a lot more than just that. Industrious Imperial, Industrious Imperial, and Imperial Industrious. Okay, so I could try this one with this. There's a 1 in 4 chance for each offspring that it is a Machinist. And I'm just really hoping that that's the case. I was expecting this to take a lot longer than it did to get just one, so the fact that we may be going to get some here is really nice. Okay, we've kept Machinist. Nice. We've not lost it at least. Machinist Imperial, Machinist Industrious. Imperially Industrious. Okay. Imperial Imperial. Imperial Imperial. So I want Machinist Industrious, I think. Yeah. I want you and you. Machine Booster? What is Machine Booster? I'm gonna need to look that up in the wiki. Okay, it doesn't say anything on the wiki about what the trait Machine Booster does. Hopefully Gendustry can help me out here. Just effect Machine Booster. What is effect Machine Booster though? Okay, Machinist Industrious. Machinist Industrious and Machinist Industrious. If we could keep it flowers, that would be nice. That's fire flowers. That's flowers fire. Flowers flowers. So let's use you. It could be tick accelerators. That would be kind of interesting. Using bees to speed up your machines is not something I expected. Let me check the Discord. Surely someone's asked this in the GTNH Discord. Okay, I can't find it on the... Oh, 2% boost to processing times. I wonder if that stacks, though. Also, let's get rid of these ones that don't have any machinist in them. So these were the old breed here. Okay, we've kept... flowers. If we could get fastest, that would be nice. That's not got machinist. Part of me does want to keep the trait though of machine booster. Which I think is only that one. No, this one does have it. And this one also has it. So maybe I do you and you. And let's sort these. That does not have machine booster. This does not, but is pure flowers, which is nice. This doesn't. This does. This does, but it's not actually any machinist, which is interesting. Okay, so we've got pure machinist, but we've kind of lost the effect, which is a shame. That does not have the effect. Does not have the effect. And we're out of honey. Okay, this one does. We use this one, I'm pretty sure. This one also does, but it's got fire as the thing, so we'll try and avoid getting fire on it. It's also diurnal, which is nice. So that's good. That's not. That's maybe good to keep. And this one is definitely good to keep. These two, I think, can be binned at this point. Yeah. Machine booster. Nope. And machine booster. Do any of you have fastest? You have fastest. So I'm curious about trying to get fastest, but does fastest really matter when I've got that on other bees, and if I just breed these enough, I'll eventually get it anyway. So let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of these as well, I think. It always feels weird waiting so long to get a bee and then just binning it because it doesn't work for you, but it's worth it. Okay, you have machine boost, you do not. You do not. And you do. So first of all, let's get rid of our do nots, and then let's decide which one we want to go with. Does it matter all that much? Oh, this one's a good humidity and all that. Yeah, let's go this one. That was the one, right? Yeah. I mean, both one isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. I suppose even if my bees don't need to sleep, it might be a good idea for me to do it so that they don't get killed while breeding them. Wait, do my bees need to sleep? Is this one not now producing because it didn't... because it's nocturnal or diurnal? Suppose I don't need the soul frame in there anymore. Let's see if I can repair this. I can. Okay, that should make breeding a lot easier. Hey, we got machine boosting. These ones are alright. This one's good. And this one is alright. Okay, so anything that's just got one, both one can go at this point. Which is just these two, actually. Okay, those are all pretty much the same, I think. Oh, that's got 3, and also it's got nocturnal on one of them. That is also 3 with nocturnal on one of them. Did these have... that's only nocturnal on 1. Nocturnal on 1. Yeah, I think this and either of these. And then I can get rid of the ones that have only got both 1, because this one's got both 1 on 3 different things. Where to find Oblivion Frame in LV? You can get it from Strongholds, which we were lucky enough to base on top of. Which was not planned at all. Oh, there's our best one, I'm pretty sure. Don't even know if I need to check the other ones. I will do anyway while it's working, but... yeah, that's only both 1 on 2 and Nocturnal on 1. And that's both 1 on 3 and Nocturnal on 1. Both 1 on 1. Ooh. I need to decide what my best stats are for all my breeds. Do these stack with anything I've got so far? No, but they're a really good bee. Oh, this is now the perfect for what I'm gonna get from these at least. That's very close. That's only 3 of them. This had all 4 Nocturnal on 1. This, I think, also had all 4 Nocturnal on 1. Yeah. Whereas this is 3 Nocturnal on 1, and this is 3 Nocturnal on 1. Okay, all but 1. All but 1. And all. This is the new best one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's just what we want that princess to become at this point. Yeah, we should take a look at all these gene samples and decide what the best thing for everything is. Because Ignores Day Night True is good, Cave Dwelling is good, Tolerant Flyer is good, things like that. I think our gold bees are close. They're also full, it seems. We need to start processing these a bit better. Once again, turning into the most random drones. I think you're going to stack. You're just missing Nocturnal on 1. You're still missing Nocturnal on 1. That's fine. Thing is, there's no point me breeding anything else into these until I've got blinding speed, I don't think. Because I could use some of these gold ones, but there's not going to be too much benefit. Okay, still not quite there. Am I planning to make videos or just streams? I don't know. I feel like at this point I should know, but I don't know. The problem is what format they would be. At this point, it would need to be a very, like, broad strokes format where I just go over, like, entire swaths of progression in no time. I think that's good stack, yeah. And then, do I even need to check YouTube? Probably not. You're going to be red. Round robin enabled. Self feed enabled. Active without signal. And then I'm just going to automate these guys. Yeah, let's keep going until we've got pure princesses, I guess. I should also take that lathe back. Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep the wrench actually. That's good to have on me. What I might need to do also is make a sifter so I can actually process the outputs of this. Because I don't think we have one of those yet. We need to process the lump of electronics, which needs a sifter. Which I believe we can do, although this looks annoying to make. I also still need to do the silver and nickel princesses, although I need to get oil production up to snuff first as well. Also, red alloy would be good so that we get the cables that don't have any loss. But that's going to be difficult to do. Thing is, this comb also produces most of the things that all the other bees produce. So, like, nut dew is really good to get. Royal jelly, pollen cluster, like, all of these things are what we need to get the alveoli, I'm pretty sure. Where's the scented paneling? Yeah. Jelly, beeswax, pollen. Seed oil is also what we get for that. Yeah, I think that's all the bee stuff we need for it. I wonder if that's why it was added. Okay, we'll just breed that one more time to get rid of this drone, and then we can start automating it with this set. Or I could start breeding more of them, actually, because we're probably going to want a lot of these going at once. Yeah, I could just put another princess in there and it'll automatically become that at some point. But we probably don't need that to happen because realistically, we're going to have better stats on these by the time we want to mass produce them. We need to get rid of these drones. We've got way too many at this point. Any other drones? Yep, coal ones here. Gotta get rid of them. Peat ones. I could put them in my bee backpack, but I guess, yeah, they'll fit for now. Or not. Oh, we'd have a lot in here, actually. We can get rid of those. Yeah, we've got zinc, peat. Yeah, we've got everything except coal in there, I think. Let's keep a single stack of each one. So there's going to be zinc there. We've got that done. Peat, steel, tin, iron, copper, and gold. I think everything else can go in the bin. Eat food. I don't think you can turn bees into food, can you? Keep the ender drones. We'll need them for DNA dye eventually. Oops. It'd be great if you could eat them, but unfortunately I don't think that's the case. Do we have any machinist combs yet? Oh, we do have a machinist comb. I kind of want to go try processing that once we make our sifter. Yeah, nothing going on here now. Okay. Let's go get a sifter going. Okay, we've actually got everything except this and that. And a wrench. We do not have a wrench. Wrench requires just ingots, I guess, and a hammer. Where are our steel ingots, though? That's the question. There they are. Yeah, let's make a few. We'll also make a few of these while we're at it. 16 should be a good amount. And I also need to make more wrought iron. Do we just want to go the old-fashioned way for this? Because it might be easiest. Oh, we have chrome dust. Where did we get chrome dust from? So how do we make nuggets? Okay, could do alloy smelter molding, or I think that's it. I just have to do alloy smelter molding to get them. I guess. There's no other wrought iron anywhere, is there? Nope. I can't just... no. Definitely no way to turn these into nuggets. Saw, yeah. Saw might be easier, to be honest. Because we can just make a saw. I guess we're using diamond dust now. Makes sense. Getting enough of it from the mob farm. Yeah, I don't think we're using any of this anymore. So I kind of want to reclaim these item conduits. But I will wait. I will hold off until I've got confirmation. I should be able to compress these right into an ingot. I guess what can I do with these to turn them straight into plates maybe? It's still a 2-to-1. Okay, so the options are cutting machines, extruder is MV. Yeah, bending machine, I guess. Okay, we need a better way up to this next level than these slime blocks. I don't know if I'm the only person having issues with those, but I am in fact having quite a lot of issues with those. We have not in fact found a way to get human flesh out of bees, which is very unfortunate, but we will survive, I think. Sifting machine complete. What cables are we using? 4x10. Because I'm a little worried that we're going to end up running out of power by the time it gets to there. Do we just go above? Because the distance away from the generators reduces the amount of EU. I think it might be best just to go above at this point. I still need wire cutters to move that. Although now I'm going to have to break some wires to actually place them, I'm pretty sure. Wait, do we need to... Yeah, we need to centrifuge it first, and then we sift this if it's got anything in it. And our sifter is around here, actually. Or centrifuge, should I say. What are we going to get from it? Nothing. Or maybe we got a bit of honey and it just went straight in there. Is there any recipe that would use humane meat other than food? I'm not too sure. You could probably turn it into some kind of fluid, like a biofuel, yeah. Okay, come on, give me something this time, please. Still nothing. God damn. It's not going somewhere else, is it? It's not outputting into here. What are the chances for everything? Okay, yeah, it's like 10%, 5%. Although you'd expect something. How do I like the renovations on the second floor? I like them. I did not notice them until now. That shows how much I pay attention. Yeah, they're very nice. If you're watching this Hecuba, I'm sorry that I did not mention those or notice them in the first place. I really should have. So you've got a thirsty tank as well, replacing our water. That's going down. Do we need to be worried about that? I guess it's the wrought iron, but a little bit worrying maybe. Should lead straight into the diesel generator. Yeah, it shouldn't create anything out of this though. It would have to create fuel, which it can't do. Okay, you are potentially an issue. Or not. Okay, the question is, what do I do next? Because I'm kind of at the point now where I want to scale up our bee breeding, but there's no point doing that until I can get blinding, and there's no point trying to get blinding now because I don't have a potion for it. I suppose I could try and get every other trait on bees that I like. What traits are there? There is species, speed. Okay, so we want blinding. Let's get a little list of traits that we want. Lifespan I don't think matters that much. Fertility 4 we've got already. What alveoli part was it that needed higher tiers? The electrical stimulator needs higher tiers, which is annoying. But I mean, to make any alveoli part, you need higher tiers, so. Okay, temperature tolerance. Yeah, temperature tolerance I need to work out. What temperature tolerance both? I don't think we can get both 5, that's just Jägermeister. But we can get both 3. We can get that from these ones. Dragon Essence we're not gonna do, I imagine. Yeah. Magenta we can do, but I think we've got pink. If not, we can get it. Catty, Poultry and Spidery, Doctoral, Timely and Lordly. God. What else is that used for? Just a handful of jelly beans. We do not need that. What else is Catty used for? Can make walrus or fish. Furtive makes nothing useful. Okay, so yeah, I think lime or magenta is what we want to go for that one. What else have we got? Right, ignores day night, true, we want that. Humidity tolerance, we want both. And again, I don't think we'll be able to get both 5. That's just Chad. But both 3 is possible through either cyan or pink. Tolerant flower, we want true. Which we can get from a lot of different ones, it seems. Okay, yeah, that's from so many different things. Right, I'm gonna head to the toilet real quick, and then I'll come back and we'll continue this, our bee planning, bee math, as I said in the title. I'll see you in a second. And I'm back. Yes, Hecuba got alveoli parts from a quest reward, but that is limited, and you can't get the parts that you need to like accelerate it until later. And yes, I do have pink for humidity 3, you're right. Okay, tolerant flyer. We need to decide what we're going for that. I mean, there's a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if we've got one of these already, to be honest. Okay, this is too many. Red alloy I want to go for anyway. Do I maybe just go for that? You already got lead for tolerant flyer. Does lead have tolerant flyer? Lead doesn't have tolerant flyer, sadly. It's got cave dwelling, it seems, so I could grab that from it. Let me check what I've got on my gold one already, because I think that's the best that I've got. I think the lead-in one from forestry maybe has tolerant flyer, but it's a different bee than the lead one, which is confusing for no reason, because GregTech. Yeah, those are the same. Okay. Let me scan them then. Okay, so I've got both 2 on climate tolerance, so... yeah. I've got the humidity tolerance, but not the climate tolerance. Wait, what did I need pink and magenta for? Was that for ignores day-night? Surely not. I think I must have clicked the wrong thing here. Yeah, that's for humidity tolerance. So I've got the humidity tolerance already. What I need is the temperature tolerance of both 3. I've got cave dwelling. I need nocturnal, which is ignores day night, and I need tolerant flyer. And then I think that this will be the best bee. Once I've got production blinding anyway. So yeah, let's get to work on those other ones, I guess. I could do temperature tolerance 3 now. So I need lime or magenta for that, which is pink and blue. Or lime is white and green. Looks like either way I need to get a blue drone. And I've already got pink, so blue should... or the magenta should be easier. Question is, did I keep enough princesses that were pink to make breeding them possible? So that's pink 2. Pink 2. Although... that's showing... yeah, that it should be humidity tolerance, none, yeah. Do any of these have 4 for fertility? No. Okay, no fertility 4. That's fine. I guess what I could do is breed you with gold to try and get you fertility 4, and then I can try and keep the breed the same. Cyan I picked for day night, second last page green. Is cyan actually day night? No, that's not day night. Put these back in here. Okay, pink 4x, pink gold, gold pink. So which one I go doesn't really matter. But yeah, I also need blue. Did I make blue at some point? I feel like I maybe made blue accidentally. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'll get another princess with 4 fertility, and then I can use that to try and sort my my situation out for the blues. Okay, so that's now pure gold. That's pink gold. Gold pink. I guess I want to just breed you with one of these ones. Your fastest worker. And it's too cold. That's annoying. Gonna have to go all the way over here again. Let's also just hope that, wait, would the nether work for this? Warm with no temperature tolerance. Okay, never mind. I think up here is warm. Where was my setup before? Along this corner? Yeah, there we go. Yep. Oh, that one's unknown. 2-4. I think I should be able to extract it at least. I should have brought another set so I could have done the blue one at the same time, although it'd probably be too hot for that. Okay, so gold, pink, 2 and 2. Gold, pink, 2 and 2. Gold, pink, 2 and 2. Ugh. Okay, so any of these are better than these two, it seems. But it doesn't necessarily matter which of these we go for, I guess. I think for this one we can just go with stone. Or is it tolerant that... Yeah, does Rocky have it by default? Yeah, Rocky does have tolerant flyer. Oh, that's a 2-2 pink. Do I just go with another gold? I guess I do. And it's too hot here. You are picky. But hopefully actually I can go here. This might work. So it's just flowers it needs. Oh, it's a blood moon. Ah, God. Yeah, it's just normal flowers you need. Okay, I can do that. Where did my torches go? Did I lose my torches as we're going into a blood moon? Okay, it would seem I did lose my torches as we're about to go into a blood moon. Let's grab that back. Or maybe I just mine down and hide for the night. Okay, there's at least a torch here. I guess we're blocking ourselves in with the chest. That works. Builder's backpack. It probably is in the builder's backpack, yeah. Yep, the one torch. Could use redstone torches. The blood moons are just annoying in this game. There's like no need for them. And there's also really nothing you can do while they're there. Except look through your backpacks, try and do some sorting. I guess I could break all these hives. There's what I can do during this blood moon. The very important thing of breaking hives. Thankfully my scoop is about to break, which I've kind of been waiting for a while. There we go. And I can now use the actually nice scoops that I've got. Like the mana steel one or the just straight up scoop. Wait, no, these are both mana steel scoops. Huh, I don't know if this one's supposed to be obtainable. Kind of curious about using this one to see if it gives anything different. It's certainly slower. Let's just get it broken quick, I guess. Okay, and now that we're... Oh, there's our Apiarist chart. We do have a full Apiarist set. That is good to know. We're also going to need more honey for our scanner soon, I'm sure. Yeah, very soon, actually. Wow. Good I checked that when I did. Let's take out all the ignoble ones. We want to keep them separate. Although it seems we don't have space to keep them separate. We do if I put these back in. I'm pretty sure I can just search ignoble here and they'll show up. Or did I just coincidentally get all of the ignoble ones out before? I think I might have just coincidentally got all of the ignobles out. Nice. Okay, will it please be day soon? I no longer want to be in a blood moon. Suppose we could check what those other ones that we needed were. So, production, we've got the best we can get at the moment, but we're going to get blinding soon, hopefully. Pollination slowest is good. Flubber type, jungle is fine. Territory average, effect none. Yeah, climate tolerance we're going to get with our magenta one. Humidity tolerance, we've already got the best. Diurnal, nocturnal, tolerant flyer. So we need nocturnal and tolerant flyer, that's these two. This we said we could just get from Rocky, right? if I don't have it already from something. Oh, water has it. We just use water for that. Easy. And then for ignores day night, that was maybe what we were going to use. Rocky for. Yeah, Rocky. Okay, so we need magenta, water, and rocky, and then we'll get stardust eventually as well. You can tell I keep accidentally pressing A when I'm in my inventory. Oh, it is day now. Beautiful. Okay, another flower, please. So hopefully some dirt there that I can plant this on. Nope, looks like I'll have to get my own dirt. Are you happy? Please be happy. Oh, come on. That's a flower. You just need flowers. Come on. Yep. Okay, let's kill that creeper. Any other mobs gonna come cause issues? Okay, so 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. I think these are all. Oh no, that's 2, 2 gold, gold. That's useless. I should bin that. That's 2, 4. That's 2, 4. That's 2, 2 pure gold, also useless, and 2, 4. Okay, 4, 4 pink. We're done. 4, 4 pink gold. 2, 2 gold. So you two. Then you, and put you in there. I didn't think I would actually need pink going forward. I thought pink was just going to be a one-off thing, but it looks like magenta is the best way to get temperature tolerance of 3. So it'll be blue next, I guess. Oh, why have you done that? I thought we were done. Pink gold 4-4. Pink gold 4-4. Pink 4-4. You're the one. Well, I know I could get rid of these 3 at least for sure. I just want to make sure there's no gold left in this before I head back, because I do not want the temperature tolerance to be an issue. Okay, still pink gold. Pink 4-4. Gold pink 4-4. Pink 4-4. I don't actually know what the difference between these 2 are, but either are fine. Okay, pink. Pink. Although no climate tolerance, ooh. Pink gold, no climate tolerance, and pink, good climate tolerance. I should eventually go for this as well. Red alloy and then redstone alloy. Let's actually save it. So I think Fiendish and Sinister have maybe got in the Nether, but that was so long ago that I don't know. And then that makes Demonic, which I think is the only one I don't have on the like base level, and then it's just redstone, red alloy, redstone, redstone alloy. Okay, pink, perfect. Pink, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think these are both 2, both 3s, so we shall take them home. We shall bin these 3. And we shall be done with pink bees hopefully soon. Who knows, we might even have some more machinist combs to process by this point. Okay, let's get you in there. Take you out there, put you in there. And then in here we can do some stuff with the blue one that we've got. Okay, does blue and metals have a mutation? Blue and red does, but not blue and metals. Okay. So we should be safe to do that. Although maybe I want to use blue and wintry because that gives 4 fertility straight away. I don't know. Wait, what's the difference between these two? Shorter, shorter, slowest, 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 slowest. Shorter, shorter, slowest, 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 slowest. Yeah. Genuinely can't tell the difference between these two. I guess that's fine. Let's sleep. In fact, let's breed these into pure gold ones, and then we can use that to breed with the blue ones. That's pure flowers, and that's pure jungle. I guess flowers is better than jungle, so let's go with them. Too cold. This is why I don't do gold, I guess. Ugh, that's really annoying. Let's just get another ignoble out. Do I risk using gold for that, or do I just use something else that's close? I mean, what was our spectral ones? They can't be far off. I guess our pink ones now are pretty close to being perfect as well. I could just straight away use the pink ones. Although then breeding pink with pink would cause issues. Okay, I need something that I did after gold. Or I just go with 2 fertility and try and get it with that. Okay, what have I done that I've used gold to make? Didn't use gold to make the Machinist. Did I use gold to make the Refined? I don't think so. I think gold is so far the best stats that I've got. It's just annoying that it's the only one that needs hot. Let's scan you. What do you actually have for temperature? Territory average. No, it's not temperature. That's... Okay, warm with 0 tolerance. God. A bit of killjoy. Okay, let's just get a bunch of gold princesses, I guess, with the tolerance for now. Hopefully. Okay, still jungle. Okay, flowers and flowers jungle. Too cold, okay. Looks like we might be taking these for a bit of a trek. I could use Modest for this actually, because... No, Modest prefer heat anyway. I don't want to use Modest for this. I want to specifically not use Modest for this. Okay, let's see if I can get lucky. Flowers. Okay, I think these can probably go in the bin now, although I could use them for breeding with the blue ones. Oh, you're still breeding, nice. Okay, this one's working, nice. Back to meadows. Is pink used for anything else? Just magenta. Okay, yeah, there's literally never going to be a need for us to do more than this. Is blue used for anything else though? Magenta, light blue, cyan, green, and purple. I mean, I guess it's more useful, but questionable how much. Come on. Okay, let's just do 2 more of that, and that should give us 20 drones to work with. And last cycle. Wait, are these... do these stack? These stack. Nice. Suppose I don't need to keep them. Okay, blue princess, blue drone. I'll take the other 3 because I may need to use them for the fertility. So that's a 3-4. That's a 2-4. Forest gold, bin you. Forest gold, bin you. Gold forest, bin you. Yeah, I guess these 2 then. Maybe worth trying Rocky while I'm doing this. Trying to get a pure bed Rocky would be good. Rocky drones, right. Should have Rocky princesses somewhere, yeah. So I can try and infuse gold into them and get extra fertility. Although, there's literally no point in doing that, I've just wasted that. I should be using a gold queen with Rocky drones. Although I don't have many Rocky drones either, to be fair. Okay, gold blue 4-4. Gold blue 2-4. Blue gold 2-3. Best. That one doesn't have 4 on it at all, so I should get rid of it. Does this one have 4 on it at all? No. Too cold. Okay, 1-4. 1-4. I guess it might be time to go turn my gold things into gold princesses. I've got a lot of gold queens. I'm expecting this one to suddenly turn into thingy as well. Let's get rid of these pink ones. Okay, Rocky Princess, do you have fertility 4? You have fertility 4. Beautiful. Okay, and you're 1-4 gold, so you're bad. I think at this point just breeding you with a Rocky Drone would be a good idea. And in the meantime, I go breed through my gold ones. It's a little annoying that we don't have a warm climate closer, but it could be a lot worse. Could ask Soy to make you a biome change potion. Yeah, I could. Although now that we've got Aspect on the team, he can also do that. I don't know if he's got to that part of Witchery yet, though. If not, we're probably not far from it. We'll start with the blue ones, and hopefully we won't need to head back to do the blue ones. I don't think Aspect could do it because you need the cauldron, which is MV, and Soy got lucky with loot bags. Soy did not get lucky with loot bags. I got lucky with loot bags and got it for them. I'm pretty sure, unless they got another one as well. Blue 4-4, perfect. Blue gold 4-4, less perfect. Blue 4-4, also perfect. And then gold, bad. Okay, so this is like a 50-50 worth taken. Oh, you've got no tolerance. You also have no tolerance. Right, well, these probably aren't going to be able to breed, but... Yep, too dry. Let's move this over so that we're closer to the flower. Too cold? Oh no. This might be genuinely unreadable. So it requires warm, normal humidity. Where am I going to get that? I guess let's go find out. Wait, it's just pointing here. Okay. So this way. Do not want to get stuck in oil. Is it going to be magical forest? Yeah, biome change pots are going to be worth it eventually. It's just whether or not we can make them yet, and I think at the moment we can't. How far is this going to take me? Looks quite far. It would be kind of ironic if it just took me to Soy's base where they've put down a biome change potion or something. I think that is kind of this direction. If that's the case, it's going to be very funny. No, it's probably this biome, right? Yeah. Okay, there's flowery looking things. Flowers, flowers. These are flowers, surely. I guess they're not the right kind of flowers. This one should do. Question is how I get up there again. Can I do some parkour? No. I could pillar up, but that kind of defeats the fun of it. Oh, I just like teleported above that. I probably should just build up to it. No, I'm trying to admit defeat. I need to not do that. Oh, this is where they went mining, I see. Here we go. There's some parkour I can do, maybe. Yeah. Easy. Now watch me fall off the side. Get gold, blue, 4, no temperature tolerance. Blue, gold, no tolerance. Gold, blue, no tolerance. Have we bred out tolerance? I think we have bred out tolerance. In that case, let's just go for blue, blue. It's probably going to complain that it's the wrong climate, but... oh, maybe not. Okay, blue, blue, no tolerance. But at least it's normal, normal. Blue, gold, blue, gold. Doesn't really matter. Put them in the trash. Too hot. Okay, well, in the meantime, let's get these gold ones bred. I imagine I'll be able to breed that back at home. The aim here is just to get them to stack with these, really. I suppose also making sure that it's just at the point where it's no longer it no longer requires a hot biome is fine. The chances for a second anointment paste shouldn't be that bad. I feel like, I mean, depending on when we go to MV, it might just not be worth it is the thing. I don't think we're crazy far at the moment from MV. Especially because it's kind of a small tier. It's like an unofficial halfway tier. So there's a good chance that we move to MV before we're technically ready, but then because we're in MV we can get ready quicker. Especially because item conduits will become available. And once we've got item conduits available for mass crafting, that is going to make everything a whole lot easier to automate. Okay, that's probably good enough on this one. Yeah, I think this one still needs another breed or two. I could check this one's actually done. Yeah, I think that's pretty much our base one. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Hey, that should do, I think. Bin the extra drone. Yeah, let's head home. It's a long way to home, but I guess it's a way of exploring as well. Oh, is this a little snow village? I did not know snow villages were even possible. It's obviously a mod that's added them, but... Oh, witchery. I wouldn't have thought it would have been witchery either. Looks like someone has already been here and grabbed all the bookshelves at least. But still kind of cool to know that that exists. This is a forestry thing, not forestry, a Thaumcraft thing as well, which looks like someone has been in. Yeah. Take the nickel though. And green sapphire. And neodymium. I guess yellow garnet's fine to take. The tin I can do without though, we've got plenty tin for now. And technically an infinite supply of it because we're generating it through our bees. Although that is a very slow process. Ah, this is Soy's base here. We can actually get home a lot quicker then. Can use Soy and 3's portal. Wait, did I just go past our base? I think I might have. Yeah, we need to decorate this at some point. Problem is, we have quite a low playtime compared to everyone else on the server. So we're behind in tech, and we're also behind in time for building. Like, if you look at the playtime compared to everyone else, we're quite low. We've got 92 for Hecuba, 85 for me, and 32 for Aspect. Compared to Soy Cake at 441 and 3 at 173. They're on a team together. Goose and Doctor on a team together. And Mastiox. So like there's certain people that are much further ahead than us. Do we have green sapphire anywhere? No. Do we have neodymium dust anywhere? We do. Yellow garnet we do have, and nickel I'm assuming we have in here, yeah. January 3rd MV date, maybe, who knows? Have you heard that from someone? I'm not sure if January 3rd would be a bit soon. I feel like we could do it. It'd be a lot of work, and we'd probably want to stay in MV for a while. Although we said that about LV. I'm just realizing that. Blue gold, blue blue, blue blue, blue blue fastest. That's the one I want to use, I think. Yeah, these are all blue gold. Any of these stack? They do not. Okay, what one's going to get rid of? That's fastest, fastest. Fastest, fastest. Fastest, fastest. Yep, they're all fastest. I guess the one that stacks is better, although that had jungle in there as well, right? Yeah, let's go for flowers, flowers, actually. If possible. Yeah, that one has flowers, flowers. That one also has flowers, flowers, although... pollination's fine. Solar grade silicon is pretty huge. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to read halfway through a conversation. Ender-IO conduits and silicon-based circuits. Both magic and tech unlocks a lot. I bet Total Corp is starting blood magic in MV. Solar grade silicon is pretty huge. It unlocks a lot. Okay, I need to look into that then. Oh my god. Why are you too cold? How is it that, like, the tiny bit of gold managed to get through? I guess let's look at you guys. Gold Rocky 1-4. Rocky 1-4. Rocky 1-4. Gold Rocky 1-4 and Gold Rocky 1-4. Okay. We'll go for the tolerant flyer one. Main progression-wise, MV is short, but there's a lot of magic gated there. That's kind of what we're going for on the server anyway, I guess. We're going more for the different kind of things than just progression. Do not need to keep these coppers. Okay, Gold Rocky 1-4, Gold Rocky 1-4. How's 10 and copper production with bees? We need to automate it and scale it up, but it can be pretty good, depending on how much we need. Something you might want to see actually is I worked on a bee called the Machinist bee that makes a machinist comb, and when you centrifuge that, you get all of these products, and one of them is the lump of electronics, which you can sift for a chance of getting electronic motors, electron tubes, and energy conduits. So we can now automate motors without having to craft them, which is nice. Damn, these are still causing me issues with the one fertility. Yeah, motor bees. They also have an effect that gives a 2% boost to machines in the area, which I don't think is going to be useful enough to use. Like, there's just going to be no need for that. Also, did I get rid of all my blue ones? No, I put them in here. Because I wonder just about giving up on this queen and using one of the other ones that I made. One of these. Okay, Rocky Gold 1-4. Rocky 1-4. Okay, we're getting there. The Machinist bee gives a lot of the ingredients for alvearies. It gives pretty much every ingredient, I think. Every ingredient that you get from bees anyway. Thinking I maybe just use some of these blue ones that are pure blue, because I do not want to end up with another situation where I have blue gold drones. Hey, Rocky Gold 4-4 and Rocky 4-4. We're getting there. I wish I could hop on right now, but I got some work. I'll leave this on in the background. Glad you can still listen at least, even if you can't join. Okay, I think all of those are... Yeah, no tolerance. That's fine, I guess. Let's try for another soul frame from that quest reward that I got. Nope. Just saplings. Okay, that's got better climate and humidity tolerance. That's also okay, climate and humidity tolerance. This one's bad. And this one's bad. Okay, I think we're now at the point where we can get rid of these hybrids. To be honest, this queen as well, if I'm not going to be able to breed it, it has no use for me. I think you will also be able to get Frenzy Flame frames in MV, which is pretty huge for bees. I don't know if that's MV or if that's a bit later. Either way, that's going to be quite a task to get to, I think. Right, let's deal with one thing at a time. We're on blue at the moment. Yeah, we would have to set up blood automation, which I have no idea about how we do. Okay, you got inactive humidity tolerance. You're just humidity tolerance, no temperature tolerance. And I will use you. Okay, anything that's just one can go in the bin. This is 2. That's 2, and that is 2. Getting there on the tolerance. This one's terrible for tolerance. Also terrible. Also terrible. And better, but not great. So I'm gonna get rid of these 3. So what we need is another climate tolerance. That one's looking okay. That one is a no. That one's alright, but the pollination type is going to lead to splits. Yeah. Go with this and this. And now let's confuse myself by doing these. Oh, that is a beautiful drone there. Let's use those two. And let's get rid of these three. Also, let's get rid of these three. Okay, you still need a humidity or temperature tolerance. Okay, that's a really good one. That's a decent one. That's a really good one. And that's an awful one. Okay, I think this is the best one to use here. And I think we can probably get rid of these as well. What's the progress on auto working frames? At the moment, it's on pause, I guess, because we need to get the whatchamacallit, the blast furnace, which we can craft that now, but I don't think we have any way to power it. And in order to get the power for it, I'm trying to get perfect bees for breeding, or for production, should I say. You're good. You're also good. You're bad. And you're also good. Do any of these stack? No. Don't know which to use, so I need to get a climate tolerance onto this. This has got cave dwelling, so that's a note in that favor. Wait, is that not nocturnal or diurnal? No, it's just diurnal. Okay. That's also got cave dwelling. This is the best one, it looks like. If I want to preserve some kind of cave dwelling. Still not climate tolerance yet. Come on. We'll get rid of you. Okay, you're very good. And then it was this one that was bad. These are all much of a muchness. very little distinguishing them. Okay. It tried. It did not succeed. Yeah, bee math is trying to make sure I get the highest production possible from my bees with the best stats possible. No cave dwelling on you, sadly. No honey in my thing. Oh, I need to actually centrifuge more honey, unless there's still some in here. There is. Okay, you're very good. You've got cave dwelling, but I kind of want to keep the cave dwelling part. So I'm thinking one of these two. That one will probably bin. I guess I didn't actually check if this has got cave dwelling and tolerant flyer and all that I actually wanted it to have. Okay, ignores day night. And it's tolerant flyer and it's cave dwelling. Perfect. I think we're good then. It's just magenta that we need, and then we need to somehow combine all of these into one mega bee. Okay, so still climate and cave dwelling. You're very good. You're also good. Did you stack with anything if I shift you back? No. Okay, was this the one that was all... Yeah. But I don't want to lose out on the cave dwelling is the thing. Let's just go with it. Could diesel last all of MV? It's intended to, right? It's intended to be the fuel for the tier. And we could probably boost it at some point as well. I don't know when cetane boosted diesel comes in, but I think it might be MV. Yes, I'm trying to make super bees that function anywhere and also have the best production and yeah, basically just best genetics overall. At the moment, the only things I don't have are temperature tolerance, which I'm going to get from magenta, and then blinding speed. But then comes the part of where I actually try and combine all of these onto one drone, which is going to be difficult. And you just don't want to give me what I want. Okay, that's good. That's good for cave dwelling. That's good for not cave dwelling, and this is bad. Once you get LCRs, chemistry becomes so easy compared to cell stuff you do. Yeah, I'm not looking at any of the chemistry stuff. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to mute myself for a second. Okay, you're good on climate. We just need cave dwelling. You're missing 2 things. You're only missing 1. You're missing 3 things. And you're missing 2. Still back to missing 1 of the temperatures. Okay, you're missing 2 things. You're perfect. You're missing 1 thing, so I'll keep you around. And you're missing 2 things. Okay, once I've got this blue one though, I'm gonna head off stream. I just can't end until it's done, you know? This rocky one will also be good because it's used for a lot of breeding lines. You go into like tolerant and then robust and then resilient, and then there's quite a few different ones that also branch off. Like nuclear, which I don't think actually gives anything on its own. Okay, you're perfect now, and you're missing 1 thing. Let's shift click you, see if you can go back. You're missing 2 things. And you're perfect. Okay. Was it 2 things this guy was missing? Nope, just the 1. And this one was also just the 1. Okay. I'm hoping this just produces like perfect offspring and there's no weird mutations going on. Or not mutations, but yeah, there we go. Beautiful. We can now trash all of these random ones. Can also trash these rocky ones, to be honest. And then next time we get magenta, and then we have to combine them all together somehow. How we do that, I do not know, but that's going to be a task for the next stream. Thank you all for watching today though, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.